All right, it's here. Finally, after months of contemplating, toiling, debating, hovering over the buy button, I finally did it. I bought a drone. I bought the Mavic Air. This thing's supposed to be awesome, and I know there is a ton of Mavic Air videos on YouTube, so we're gonna try and do this one a little bit different. I'm going to give you my first impressions of flying the drone. I have never flown a drone before. I've never touched one. I have never done anything with it, so you're gonna get to see me try and do that for the first time and hopefully not humiliate myself or crash this thing, because that'd be a really embarrassing video to have to shoot. I'm also going to talk about why I chose the Mavic Air over the Mavic Pro, the Spark, the Phantom, some of the other drones, and I'll give you some of my first impressions of flying it and whether it seemed like it was the right move or not. But before we go into all of that, we got to open this bad boy. So let's do a quick unboxing. Oh yeah, here we go. Dude, it's like Christmas morning for me right now. I'm very excited about this. In all of its glory. The Mavic Air. Can you tell I'm excited? We went for the Onyx Black version. Oh yeah. Got a carrying case. We've got a fairly heavy bag with probably some stuff in it. Propeller guards. Got literally 10 instruction books, probably a bunch of different languages. That's all we got in there. You ready? You ready for this? Let's look at it. Pretty much every video I've watched about the Mavic Air talks about how small it is, but until you actually see this thing in person and hold it in your hand, it's so tiny. It's like the same size. I mean, obviously one's a little bit thicker, but come on. Let's dig in and see what we got here. It's actually a pretty nice carrying case that comes with the Fly More package. Normally these things are kind of cheap, but this actually looks like something I would legitimately use. Ooh, controller. Fancy. Here we have a USB-C cable. What I assume is a connector for the controller to connect with your phone. Extra propellers. Ah! I don't know what this is. Maybe it's the thing that you connect to a battery so that you can plug your phone in and use it as a power charger. I think that's what this is. Battery charging hub. Battery. Another battery. Charging brick. Front one, you just flip it out. The back one, you go down and out. That's kind of weird. All right, with that, you want to see me fly this thing? I got to charge all the batteries, and we're going to go out and we're going to see how idiot-proof this thing really is. They got sensors and cameras on the front, on the back, on the bottom to make sure that I don't do something stupid, but with my luck, it'll probably go straight up into a power line and kill somebody or something, but let's go find out. My whole plan to go fly this thing as soon as I got it was kind of put on hold due to some horrible weather, but now we're out in Eagle Crest, Oregon. I'm gonna fly this drone for the very first time, the Mavic Air, and we'll see if it's actually as beginner friendly as everyone's told me it's gonna be. I have my doubts, but let's have some fun. This thing's louder than I expected it to be. It's almost 200 feet in the air, and it's still pretty loud. Tate wasn't too into the whole helping me create a drone vlog, so she decided to just go and swing on the swings instead. I'm not sure I can blame her. Basically, the whole thing was 20 minutes of me doing this. Where'd it go? I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Now I got it. We're good. So you want to know part of the reason why I went with the Mavic Air? Because this can fit in my backpack. This can fit in my golf bag. For someone who travels as much as I do, I will sacrifice a little bit of video quality or a little bit of range or things like that for something that I can take with me everywhere I go. And oh my gosh, this is amazing. Okay, so in like 20 minutes of flying the Mavic Air, I've learned it's just as cool as I thought it was, but it's, for as easy as it is to fly, it's not so easy to get amazing looking drone shots. Like you see all these like cinematic, super scenic drone shots that are kind of what you associate for and the reason you buy something like this, but not gonna lie, it's gonna take a lot of practice to get to the point where you're able to do that and make it look really good. Otherwise, first impressions, super small, but also really loud. I mean, we got this thing like 500 feet away and you could still kind of hear it. 200 plus feet in the air, you could still hear it. So if you're trying to do any of this kind of stuff stealthily, good luck. I'm not sure it's gonna happen. But as far as an incredible piece of technology that's super portable, that will allow you to add an extra element to your vlogs or videos or photographs or anything you're doing, I mean, for the price, $799, I'm not sure that it gets any better than that. So, in a quick break from talking about drones, tonight we are going to the Cowboy Dinner Tree, which is a restaurant in the middle of nowhere in Eastern Oregon. It's like a 2-hour drive from Bend, hour and a half-ish. You get there, and they give you this giant meal with 2-pound steaks. You get your choice of a 2-pound steak or a whole chicken. Never been out there. It's supposed to be one of those like Oregon bucket list things. So we're gonna go check it out and see if it lives up to the hype. So this corn chowder, it's like one of the best things I've ever eaten. It was worth the drive just for that. And we still haven't even got a 2-pound steak.
Hey, Tate, did you order a big enough steak there?
Yeah, look at this. It's my hand.
Like as big as your head.
I went with the Fly More package. I debated long and hard between the Mavic Air and the Mavic Pro. As far as I could tell, the Mavic Pro really only had a couple advantages at this point over the Mavic Air. So the Pro's been around a little bit longer. Right now they're about the same price on Amazon. I think the Mavic Pro might even be a little bit less. It's a little bit bigger, but it also has better battery life and a better range. So it uses OcuSync, a much stronger signal than the Wi-Fi signal of the Mavic Air. So if you need to fly longer and fly farther, then the Mavic Pro might be the way to go. For everything else, the Mavic Air is the way to do it. It's got a better camera, it's got better sensors, it's got literally just about better everything, aside from range, battery life. If you've got a drone, nobody cares about gratuitous drone shots and 10 minutes of drone footage. You use them to mix up your visuals, help you tell your story, give you an overarching picture of where you're at. But other than that, cool, you got a drone. Use it to enhance your story. Don't use it to just show off how cool you are for having a drone. Although I've never had a drone before, and I imagine once I start flying this thing, all I'm gonna wanna do is show off how cool I am, because I've got a drone and all those cool shots. But we'll find out in this video. This is a drone video, so you can expect a bunch of drone shots. But in the future, they'll be minimal, I promise. Okay, so now I've had my Mavic Air for about a week and just wanted to give a quick summary of some of my final thoughts after taking it out for probably a dozen or so flights. First off, size, as we mentioned, it's incredible. You know, the amount of technology they pack into that thing is absolutely ridiculous. Second, one of the things I was most impressed by was the app. You can do so much with this thing, whether it's editing and reviewing old footage. The app actually caches a few gigabytes of the data you're recording, so even without downloading your footage from your SD card or from the drone itself, you're still able to go back, review the footage, edit the footage, And they'll even auto-edit it and put it to music after every single time you fly, which is a really cool feature that I wasn't expecting. I've spent a little bit of time with the auto modes, and the ones I've used are really cool. They work really well, they're super intuitive, and I was able to get this cool boomerang shot, you know, basically just by hitting a button. The one thing I'm not sure of is sometimes it seemed like the safety sensors would go off in some of those modes. So you might have noticed this one got precariously close to a tree. I'm not sure if it had gone right into the tree, if it would have stopped before that or not, so I'm still trying to figure that out. I also spent a little bit of time with the tracking mode, which worked super well. You were able to get some really good looking shots, and it would track bicycles, people running, cars, pretty much whatever you threw at it. I did run into one issue on one flight where I got an error that said gimbal motor overheated. I think it was just kind of stuck, but it's definitely something you want to keep in mind. You want to be careful with that camera because it's pretty sensitive. So whenever you're not using it, even though it's kind of a pain, you probably want to put the gimbal cover over it. And finally, like for someone who's never flown a drone before, frankly, I can't imagine a better drone. I mean, I'm sure there's cheap little toy drones that might be easier to fly, but all things being told, it did what I wanted to do. I had no trouble taking off or landing. It went far, it always came back. You know, again, for someone who's never flown a drone, this actually worked really well. And after about a dozen flights, I did start getting better at some of the camera movements as well. You really want to think through the shot you're trying to get rather than just kind of fly around and moving the camera around and hoping you get lucky. So, you know, now I've started to get to the point where you send it up, you really think about the shot you want, and you try and execute that, and it ends up leading to much better results. So in the end, I am super happy with my Mavic Air purchase for under $1,000. I can't imagine there being a better drone for someone who's just starting out, for someone who's looking to take some of their videos to the next level, or frankly, someone who just wants a really fun toy to fly around and take cool photos with. So if you enjoyed that video, make sure to hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, hit the notification bell. We got new videos every Thursday, all designed to help you build your audience online, build a small business, and do more of the stuff you like to do. So if that's something you're interested in, subscribe, shoot me an email, sean@locationrebel.com if you have feedback, ideas, or anything. I always love talking to you guys. And with that, I got one more day out here in Central Oregon. I'm gonna go do something fun. Maybe have a nice beer. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go get some beer. All right, I'll see you later. Peace.